I need somebody to make me a mod. Can you imagine what it would be like to have magnets, electromagnets, that would pick up like minecart chests, stuff like
Well,
that?
yeah, that would be cool. I actually recommended to Elram that she should create a special frame block that only picks up items when it has a redstone signal applied to it.
Oh, that would be good as well.
And she's like, "Oh yeah, that would be a cool idea." But then like she's like, "No, I'm now not doing stuff much more anymore."
And then she disappeared.
Exactly. Between that and a frame that can have pneumatic tubes flowing through it, yeah, that's win.
Yeah, that would be amazing as well.
Yeah, those are like the two big suggestions that I thought would be awesome.
Hmm. 8 gold bars versus a diamond. I don't know.
Ever since I started playing with Railcraft the other day, that's so good. Like, really, really good.
I've actually
Railcraft? Oh yeah, it's awesome.
didn't really find a reason to do anything with Railcraft. I mean, I don't do anything with Rails. That's the problem.
But yeah, that's always been the problem. That's why I never
Right.
used it.
But like, same thing for me. But like, once you start doing stuff with Rails, you're like, oh, this is fun. Like, railways are fun to make, and vanilla Minecraft just never had the support for like really cool stuff.
I mean, I don't know if he remembers this or not, but I remember talking to Direwolf like right back at either the beginning of the season 3 when it was silly, talking about Railcraft and thinking it's totally pointless because of Portal. Portal couldn't just invalidate Railcraft.
It kind of does, but like, there's still fun things you can do with it.
Yes,
And it
yeah.
adds a lot of functionality too to like stuff like tank carts and item transport and liquid transport, and even the MFSU carts are cool too.
Yeah, well, it's the detector blocks for me.
Yep, those are awesome.
They're
But-
just so powerful.
Pretty much everything you just said, there is an alternative in another mod, and that's exactly the point here. And you know what? I actually remembered when was the last time I did Rails. It was when I played vanilla without mods.
Yeah, yeah. It was the only thing you could really do in vanilla that was like, you know, build something cool.
Yeah.
The only thing I would say, and I'm going to actually make the suggestion to Covert, and I don't know what he's going to say about it, but I would like to see him introduce a 2-tick delay before a detector block will back, rather than it being instant.
Why is that?
Because I think if the instant that you put a 2-tick delay in, then you are forced to put in holding rails and stuff like that. But because it's an instant, as soon as you hit the block, it will turn. Then it's like on the system I've just built. I've built off 5 sidings or storage of liquids, but we've had to take into account what happens if somebody sends more than one cart in at the same time holding the liquid, so we put holding rails in.
Right.
Because it's instant, it's not a
Have
problem.
you also checked into using signaling?
Yes, we are using signaling, but you barely need to use it with those detector blocks.
I guess so, yeah. The detector blocks weren't as powerful back when signaling first came out.
If you just nerf those detector blocks just a tiny bit, signaling would be so much more valid. Because we
Signaling is
tried
pretty
it.
cool, though.
Pardon?
I mean, you can detect what direction things are traveling with signaling. You can't do that so much with... Well, I mean, you can, I guess, if you set up detector
No, what I
blocks the
mean
right way.
is, it's like, I mean, I was building this system the other day, and I was trying to I was trying to make it like a real rail system would work. And in the end, I found out I was just completely overcomplicating it, because the instant a car hits a switching rail that has the correct detector block in it, that switching rail turns instantly. So the cart will automatically go off into that direction. Whereas if the cart hits the switching rail and the detector block picks it up and the switching rail doesn't turn, then you've missed it, it would just carry on going on. Which means that you have to set up the switching rail before you get to it. And if you do that, then you can sort of put in loop backs and holding rails and all that sort of thing, so it would act more like a proper rail station or a rail line. It's
Gotcha.
kind of hard to explain, but I mean, we spent like 4 hours trying to sort out this system, and in the end, came up with this stupidly simple system that worked flawlessly, just because of that thing, the feature of an instant switch on the switching rail.
Cool.
Um,
Alright, let's create some signs here to label stuff. And again, as I said before, I'm pretty much creating an overflow chest for every resource that can be found underground, anything that can be mined. I won't create any overflow chest for wood because that's not necessary. And of course I'm gonna stuff that is very rare, like red power gems, I'm
right, so that's that done. What else does it need?
gonna condense them even more. So I needed signs. I need a lot of them. And I can't shift click because if I shift click I'm gonna kill myself. So this will be ugly. Can I place signs on tubes? And I will need a lot more. Let's see. Awesome, I can. So let's first paint them. Just picking random colors, probably gonna change them in a second because I might not have some of the colors. I'm basically going from white until whatever next. And in any eye, everything is always sorted by the same color from first to last, so that's awesome. So let's see. I'm gonna need white. I'm gonna need orange. I'm gonna need magenta, which I don't have. Alright, skip magenta, light blue. What's the recipe for magenta? Double rose red and lapis. I do not have rose red, that's my problem.
Soren has a lot of UU matter. Oh, really?
Yeah, he's helping me out pumping extra into the HV solar gen.
That is a real lot, actually.
Does he have more than you, Chicken Bones?
No, I got more now. I'm just not storing it. If I could pretty much fill a diamond chest with the UU required for a high voltage solar, so imagine each high voltage solar in the array as a diamond chest of UU.
I love the following book. It's the best ever.
Yeah, that
It
following book.
just stays in my inventory, and anywhere I go, I'm like, I want to go back home. Click.
It's so simple and so handy.
Yep.
Let's get rid of the the useless stuff. And let's see, magenta. I need some bone meal as well. Some lapis. Alright, awesome. Just need one. And I'm gonna need some buckets. I don't have enough.
Now all I want is mod that makes my quantum suit fill up as fast as my Lapitron backpack.
Why are we not using the charging bench mod?
Is that even around really still?
Yeah, it's around, but it needs an extreme voltage version.
I know it used to have some bugs, but
A better question is why are we not using the red power crafting tables from Tube Stuff?
Because it will make Buildcraft obsolete, pretty much.
The change between a red power system, which actually doesn't lose items, and the Buildcraft crafting tables from my solar factory has made it like 3 times more complicated, resource intensive, and massive.
Well, that's true.
And Buildcraft is supposed to be used for, well, Buildcraft as far as I knew. Like pillars and quarries, refineries and stuff. If the auto crafting table is the only thing holding it afloat, then maybe that's a bit of a problem.
It is the only mod giving you, at least on this server, it's the only mod giving you automatic crafting system.
Yeah, and unfortunately I don't like monopolies like that. Mainly because it doesn't work too well with red power.
and I have a ton of wool at my wool farm too. If anybody needs any, feel free to help yourself.
All different colors?
Yep.
Well, after I get my quarry going, my next thing is a factory that maintains all logic gates and wiring, so I might need some of that. Or at least
Yeah.
to clone some sheep.
I think Soren tried to make a factory for creating all the different red power logic parts, but what happened with it? Did it stop?
He only has all the wool being produced by just some sheep shearing.
Yeah, I know, but he did create a system on their age for factories to simply create all those different chipsets and those different items. I don't know, but he simply stopped. He took it off, and I don't know where it is. Alright, so I need 5 chests.
How does one use the circuit boards again and get them out of the electrical engine?
I use the soldering iron.
Ah, right.
How much, the Minecraft joules does the electrical engine with the best the best circuit board gives you? How much joules per stick?
10, I
I
believe.
think no, you can squeeze 14 out of it, I think, if you put the tier 1 energy upgrades as well. Unless they've got an exclusion where they can't go together.
And how much is a combustion engines running on fuel?
3.
5.
5.
Oh, so it actually doubles that amount? Wow. I
Yeah,
didn't know
combustion
that.
engine on fuel is
I-
5.
I did some Buildcraft research of recent in the code because it's rather undocumented, and apparently the most machines can take is 10 MJ per tick. So that's the filler and the quarry, and lasers are 4, and
Yep.
which means one electrical engine with the 2 upgrades is pretty good.
Yeah, the quarry takes at most 10, I know that much. And that's, I've got right now the electrical engine does 2 by default, and then with the large circuit board in there, I'm getting +4 and +4 for a total of 10 altogether. I don't know if you can get more than that, though. Maybe you can get a little bit more.
And I'm out of signs. I need 4 more.
I haven't actually tried it, but you may be able to put the lower upgrades in as well.
Yeah, I haven't tried that either. I'm gonna go look real quick. Yeah, I guess the most you could get if that small upgrade works would be 12.
Can you fit 3 or 4 items on a large circuit board?
I thought it was 3.
I'm about to find out.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure it was 4.
I know there's 4 slots in the interface, but I don't know if you can fit 4 items on a circuit board. I think
Pretty
it
sure that's
ignores
what
the
the
bottom
4
one.
slots are for.
What's that?
I would assume that's what the 4 slots are for.
I figured he made 4 slots for future expansion stuff, but I'm not sure.
What did I just break here? No, I know what did I just break. Should be fine now. And I can now bring power from down here.
Oh my goodness, this book is so useful.
It's awesome, isn't it? We do have nuclear control on here, don't we?
No.
Right, so let's
What?
get some better sorting here.
We should.
I want to always have a row of diamonds. A row of lapis as well. Oh wait, but I need to make a change here.
Building a nuclear reactor without nuclear control is going to be a lot less fun.
What is nuclear control for the one of us that never dealt anything with nuclear power?
It adds like the thermometer, so you can read the temperature of the
Oh.
nuclear reactor, and it adds a bunch of other little things like warning sirens and alarms, and it monitors the heat in the reactor and that kind of stuff.
Useful things.
Yeah, really useful things.
Oh, that's not nearly as adrenaline generating as doing it just blind.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, right? I'll bug pie Hamara later. See about getting it added. Should be simple. It's a small mod, only 1 or 2 block IDs.
Why do I store bronze here? Bronze shouldn't be here. Alright, so let's start getting rid of some stuff. Oh, I know why I store bronze here, because this is... Oh, bronze... No. Actually, why do I store bronze here? I don't know.
Is there a way to scroll the Minecraft chat log?
Not that I'm aware of.
Because I'm trying to use the ticks per second command and my world is not showing.
If you give it your age number as like a inline thingy, like, you know, TPS space 51 for mine, it'll
Okay,
work.
that works.
Alright, seems good enough. And here doesn't really matter that much. Alright, so let's turn the quarry on. See if it works. Nope, I want this book. Oops. Alright, so I'm getting stuff. I don't care. Whatever sand, gravel and dirt I'm storing here is enough. Don't need any more than that anymore. This is really enough. And I should also get more macerators. Alright, so I'm full of tin. Oh, not yet. Do two filters keep up with this? I think I might need a third. I think I'm seeing iron going here. Am I dreaming or is it true? I want to see it happen in real time.
Power away today.
Who's what now?
Power away today.
I don't know.
Alright, I might be imagining. No, yeah, there we go. I got iron here. Alright, so I got some problem with the sorting. I think, yeah. Iron coming from here, it can't go here, so it's rather go and be decimated. Alright, I'm gonna simply get more macerators. Yeah, this copper ore as well, it's gonna try to be macerated, not macerated, but voided. Let's get more macerators. In theory, I got 5 types of ore that needs to be macerated, so worst case scenario is simply 5. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I got exactly room for 5. So let's see here. Macerator. I need 4 machine blocks. Let's convert some iron into refined iron. And I'm still getting a lot of resources in here. Yeah, I should turn off the quarry. Alright. So, macerators, machine blocks. gonna need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Electronic circuits. 4 of them, so that's 6, 24. Copper cable. I'm also gonna need the rubber farms very soon. Very soon. Cobblestone and flint. Why am I getting Nicolite in here? Yeah, I'm starting to get funny stuff happening. Nicolite in orange. Why? Because Nicolite is in orange. That's why. Alright, so I'm going to cover as well. And more tubes. So now I can macerate 5 items at a time. Let's also get actually 4 more electric furnaces, so I can actually smelt 5 different things at a time.
Wonder if I could get 8 buckets per second going into this reactor.
8 buckets of what?
Water.
Use 8 different transporters or filters or whatever.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
You know, in 1.3, buckets of water are stackable, but not just yet.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, Industrial Craft is not going to be pleased about that.
Player told me he will, yeah, change the water mill. If you use water buckets, have only 1 EU per tick.
Alright, so I actually looked at the electrolyzer. I need the electric furnace. So again, another 4 chipsets. And for an iron furnace, I actually created the wrong thing. I don't need this. Just need iron and cobblestone. So 4 furnaces. And 4 of those. Oops. There we go. Of course, I'm going to need upgrades in each and every one of them, but it's gonna have to wait.
Right, guys, I gotta go do some stuff, but I'll be back later.
Cool, man. Take
See
it
you
easy.
later, bud.
See ya.
User disconnected from your channel.
Alright, and more redstone tubes. And I should be fine now. This is the original model I had in mind. There we go. So items first try to go in here. If they can't, they go in here. If they can't, they go in here. And if they can't, they go in here. And that's the worst case scenario. I won't have any more than 5 different types of ores at a time. And of course I'm going to need a lot more overclockers to actually make sure that I'm not overflowed with any type of ore. This is something I also have to take care of. And I will, don't worry. But I think I'm going to do this in the next episode. So, signing off for now. And we'll see you guys next time.